one last time before we get into the swing of things heading into the final quarter of the school year. And we talk a lot about our three cornerstones and doing the right thing, doing your best, and treating others the way you want to be treated. And our staff is a very passionate staff, very caring staff, who I've found time and time again who will do above and beyond and go to ends of the earth to try to meet any need that comes across their desk. But those three cornerstones will be preached and taught and learned and maybe sometimes relearned throughout the next couple of years here at Stilwell. And like I said, this morning I stood up here and we were talking about how we want to treat people and what type of culture do we want to have at Stilwell. One about love and acceptance and leaving a legacy. You know, I said to the 7th graders, you really do have the power to develop the culture that we have here at Stilwell. As much as us adults want to say we play an integral part in it, our students are the most powerful people in the room when it comes to developing acceptance, developing a caring environment. So we spent a lot of time this morning about that. We talked about our three cornerstones. We'll talk about them again tonight. And I promise you throughout the next couple of years, you'll hear them a lot. So to get us started, if Mr. Weber is ready to be my guy, the agenda tonight, gave a little intro. I'm going to talk about Planet 7. I actually just got the dates for that coming up. We do have teaming at Stilwell. We'll go over our schedule, and I will tell you this, right now our schedule is a little bit loose. We're looking at adding a couple of things. We're in the process of trying to figure out what that will look like, but I'll give you what our current schedule is, just for the fact that, you know, maybe we get down the road and it doesn't change at all. We'll talk about courses, activities. We're getting ready to go on elementary tours and talk to all 6th graders about this similar presentation. What they can expect, what their day is going to look like, what their courses are, and some of the opportunities after school and before that are available to them. And then we'll wrap it up. We also have a little presentation about another program we're adding this year called Best Buddies, and we'll get into that towards the end of the night. So Mr. Weber will get us started. Planet 7. If you know what Planet 7 is, those dates right now, so if you have a pen or paper, June 18th, June 25th, August 1st, and August 8th. Again, that's June 18th, June 25th, August 1st, and August 8th. Planet 7 is run by West Des Moines Police. Officer Davis runs it for us. It's right out of our, it'll be in our band room during those 4 weeks. They go Monday through Friday. It varies at a start time depending upon the activities they have going. Some mornings it's 7, some mornings it's 8. It just depends on what's going on. It's a great opportunity because we're bringing 4 elementaries together for kids to start to meet new people. They'll do team building activities. Some of it's done in our gym. They go to the Adventure Learning Center, which I had the opportunity to do this fall, and they'll do the ropes course, which is a very, it's an exciting thing. I mean, if you like adrenaline, you get up on the high ropes and with the harnesses and you find out how high you can go and if you can handle those things. What I found the ropes course to really be able to do is teach you, if you focus on your goal and forget about the things around you, you can achieve anything. It also teaches kids to encourage those who are performing and you're on the ground supporting. And so again, Planet 7 is a great opportunity for kids to really come together and get to know new people. So it lowers that anxiety. It also gets them in our building. And they'll do a scavenger hunt throughout the building so they get the lay of the land. Even come in and see where I'm at. Most people don't like to visit me, but I strongly encourage it. So it's a good opportunity. So if it's something you've got a week available, I'd strongly encourage you to get your son or daughter hooked up with that. Every week ends with the culminating experience of going to Worlds of Fun. They'll leave early in the morning on Friday, and then they get back late that night, and Officer Davis and McCarthy go with them. So I endorse this because I think it's just a great way to get them in the building, lower some anxiety, and really get them connecting with their peers as they get ready to start a new school year and especially start a new building. Teaming. One of the things I love about Stilwell is we have 6 teams. We'll have 3 for 7th grade. And I put up emails, and I know it's way early to even be thinking about this, but one of the things we've done is we put all of our teams on an email. So if your son or daughter ends up on the E team or the R team or the S team, you can put in this email, type up, hey, my name's Eric. Is Eric got all his work caught up, or is he missing anything? And that email goes to all 4 core teachers on that team. So you don't have to send 4 different one, you can send one, which, you know, makes it very easy, and then they respond. Our teachers are really good at getting back to you in a timely fashion. Unfortunately, I am an email junkie, and so yesterday I was out of the office and my emails was at 106, so I don't sleep until it gets under 15. That's just how I operate. So I will get back to you in a very timely fashion. 3 teams. We try to even them out to about 130 a team, depending upon our enrollment each year. One thing we did do in the last calendar year was rearrange our classrooms. So outside of our science, because we can't move them because of plumbing, our English, math, and social studies teachers are all in the same proximity to each other. So again, we're trying to put them in groups to where teachers see them on a regular basis, see them in the hallway, are providing a safe environment, and when they're traveling, know who they are and keep a close tab on them. You'll work with those same teachers the whole course of the year. And one of our teams, if you're not familiar, is our New Tech Network team. That's our S team, and they'll remain on the S team and be our NTN team. So that's teaming. Now, like I said, this is our schedule as of right now today. We have 7 periods, and I had Mr. Weber and Johnson and I had the pleasure of working with Mr. Miller. Great guy. Learned a ton from him. And I always joke about this because when I came to Stilwell, I was working at the high school, and school starts at 8:20. And so the first time I met with Mr. Miller in the spring before I started my year at Stilwell, I said, "What time do you get to work, Mr. Miller?" And he said 6, and I started laughing. And I found out that was Miller time, 6 a.m. All right, so our school day starts at 7:35. All right, our front doors open at 6 a.m. and I will be there most days. Every now and then it might be a little over 6:03, but I'm here at 6 in the morning. So if you need to drop off your son or daughter, our cafeteria is open. They'll have a warm place to go. They've got a table to do schoolwork. Mr. Weber will talk a little bit later about sweat, but our gym is open at 6 in the morning so kids can get a workout in, play basketball, whatever. But I will be here at 6 in the morning. Kids congregate, buses start dropping off between 7 and 7:30. We hold them in the cafeteria until about 7:23, or until our cafeteria can't take much more, and then we release them. First bell rings at 7:35, and that's our tiger time. That's our homeroom, and that's where we start to develop relationships. And again, tiger times are split up by teams. I have a tiger time. Mrs. Cooper has a tiger time. So again, we're trying to connect with kids and build relationships. And for me, I love tiger time because it helps me get kids to see me as more than just an authoritative person. That I actually maybe have a slight personality and not that bad of a guy. After that, we run 45-minute periods. Our passing time is 5 minutes. What I will tell you right now, one of the things that we have noticed over this calendar year is because of our moving classrooms and putting teachers closer together, 5 minutes is a lot of time. And we're now starting to loiter quite a bit. So we may shave a minute there and use it somewhere else and get it down to 4 minutes. one of the things we want to make sure is that kids have enough time to get from upstairs to PE or band and back. But we do still think we can get that done in about 4 minutes. We have 3 lunch shifts as of right now. As you can see, we start lunch at 10:30 or brunch at 10:30. It's ridiculous. But then again, we're up at the crazy hours, so maybe 10:30 is not that early. But we start at 10:30. They'll eat till 11. They have passing till 11:05, and then their class would start. Next group comes in at 11:05. What I would tell you is, another thing that I joked about with Mr. Miller when I took over, or when I came down to work with him, was the first day we had stretching minds, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And he said at about 10:45, he's like, all right, it's time to go to recess. And I started to laugh. I mean, I've been in high school for 12 years. And he's like, I'm not joking. Let's go. So we got recess. So lunch starts at 10:30. Most boys eat in about 30 seconds. As they get to 8th grade and get a little cooler and a little more mature, it turns into about 15. And when it's really cold outside, it turns into about 26 minutes. But right out of the gate, it's about 30 seconds. But we take them outside at the 15-minute mark. So at 10:45, we take them outside, let them run, get some fresh air. And then at 11, they head back to class, and we do that a couple more times. What I found is, like today, it's not bad having recess when you can get out and get some fresh air and move around for a little bit. So that's kind of our schedule. Now, Mr. Johnson is going to talk about the important stuff, classes.
Thank you, Mr. Boyle. Well, I'm Mr. Johnson, one of the counselors here, and I'm just going to talk real quick about the required courses and also some of the electives. I'm sure a lot of you